So, hello, namaste, and Sat Shri Akal. You are watching World Cricket Fans, and I am Jaideep Singh Saluja, going to host a very special episode of WCF Fans Dugout. Will do the match analysis of match number 53 and match number 54 of Vivo IPL 2021, where PBKS took on Chennai Super Kings earlier this day, and we'll have another match between Rajasthan Royals and KKR. These matches are not only just important because they will define which team is going to stay in this tournament, and will also define that which team is going to say bye bye for this season. So we have an expert panel as always. I welcome all of them, and I also welcome our special guest Mir Jain, who is making his debut today for the World Cricket Fans.
Thank you, Grady, for
So
having
first
us on
of
the panel.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
So So first of all, we'll do the Chennai Super Kings versus Punjab Kings analysis. I'll go to Yatharth first. Yatharth, how disappointed do you feel when CSK have scored only 134 runs, considering the fact that they almost ruled the points table since 10 matches, almost 10 matches, I would say, and then for the span of last three matches, they just look completely outthrown. So views on that.
Not disappointed. I'm quite really disappointed because Chennai Super Kings have lost three matches on a trot here, and now going into the playoffs they would be very much low on their confidence. But on the same time, you need to give credits to the Punjab Kings. They were absolutely solidified from the very first ball. The intent in the field was absolutely right gutted, and they never released the accelerator of the pressure. So the pressure was onto the Chennai Super King batsman all the time. You look the CSK's innings, you sometimes feel that there is something that the pitch is looking a bit sluggish or the ball was not coming onto the bat really well. But when it came to PBKs to bat on that pitch, it was absolutely spectacular. KL Rahul leading from the front, he scored 98 not out of just 36 balls. That's incredible, isn't it? So I'll say PBKs absolutely outplayed CSK in all the three departments, and on the same hand, CSK didn't play at their very best. We need to agree at that point. This was not the 100% performance of CSK which we have known. The way they started, they won 5 consecutive matches. Except the very first match. So expectation really goes down from a side like CSK, which is known to be a champion side over the years. But so the points table here makes a more confusing round. Even PBKS, MI, KKR, all three of these teams are running into the race of the fourth position. So it's just getting more and more hectic.
So great points mentioned there by Yatharth. I'll go to Anak next. Anak, PBKs completely outthrew Chennai Super Kings in today's game, and they opened a real chance for themselves to be qualified for the playoffs. Because if KKR loses this match from Rajasthan Royals from big margin, and then somehow if SRH wins against Mumbai, then there's a real chance for PBKs to make it to the playoffs. So views on this.
Yeah, this is what usually happens in a good IPL season. Madness towards the end of the season, and this is what we watch the IPL for. As a KKR fan, I want KKR to qualify, but also I support MI. And Punjab Kings all of a sudden have come out of nowhere and destroyed CSK. So craziness is happening right now. But this is great for television. This is great for cricket. This will bring in more viewers, and this will make things interesting. But I have to say that CSK really made a blunder today. Because the way KL Rahul, you have to give credit to KL Rahul as well. He was making it look like a child's play. I don't think I've seen him play with that much flair in a long time. So I think this is a very positive sign going into the World Cup. I think the selectors and the captain will think of playing KL Rahul. That is one factor to be considered. And other than that, I think today's match is going to be very important. Kolkata versus Rajasthan Royals is a must-win match for Kolkata. This will, if they win this, their chances of qualifying will almost be solidified. And if they win by a big margin, it's almost 100% solidified. So looking forward to tonight's match today.
Okay, great. So I'll go to today's guest, Mir Jain, for the next question. Mir, we have seen CSK batting lineup being thrown like praying cards after departure of Ruturaj Gaikwad and Faf du Plessis. See, they are the only ones who have been performing for CSK since the start of the year. And as soon as they depart into the pavilion, there's no one for CSK to score. I mean, their middle order is not rising up to the occasion at all. Then there comes Ravindra Jadeja, who usually scores some runs and contribute to the batting lineup. So, what do you think about the CSK batting lineup?
Jaideep, you are right. That we have seen in the entire season that only Faf and the Faf and Ravindra Gaikwad has contributed for the CSK, and the middle order is not performing well. So yeah, the players like Ambadi, right, who is having an experience of IPL from, I think he's playing from at least 2012 or 13. He has an experience of that kind, so he need to contribute. MSD need to contribute, and I think that that CSK need to sort out this problem as soon as possible, because we have the win a playoff in just 2 to 3 days. So yes, the middle order is not that contributing as per their expectations.
Yatharth, very similar question for you. We have seen PBK's batting lineup only KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal perform. As soon as they depart, there's no one starting from Nicholas Poor until the number 11th. I don't know whomsoever plays at number 11 does not matter, but no one of them can be relied upon. No one of them is sort of player who can be relied upon in this Indian Premier League. So PBKs, if they want to qualify or if somehow they manages to qualify for the playoffs, they really need to sort out this problem of middle order. Otherwise, they won't go further. So,
You
what's your
know,
views on this?
this problem of middle order cannot be solved overnight. One match, you don't perform, and it's not that they have not performed in a single match. It's from matches and matches. They just left out being playing. Deepak Huda came in one match, and from that he never really performed. And I believe PBKS exactly lost because when entering the phase two, they had a lot better of chances to qualify than what Rajasthan Royals had. So I'll say first game requiring 3 runs of a full over. I mean that's huge blunder you lost there, and that's what that's that's a chance that you're not going to qualify, because if you're not able to capitalize on the big moments, then I don't think that you are the team who deserves to be enough top four. But talking about the middle order in particular, I believe except Shah Rukh Khan, who comes at the lower order, and he tongs few balls away, and it's not that in some matches he tongs. He's a super consistent player who plays at a decent strike rate of 145 and plus. So they could have done some changes, and the way they use Chris Gale at number three, I still don't understand. The why player like Chris Gale, who usually comes up the order, and if he goes, he is going to take the ballers all around the park, or if he doesn't, he doesn't. But at number three, you're neither doing good to your own middle order as well as to Chris Gale's batting ability. But now, if by chance PBKS qualifies, by if any chance if they qualify, the only reason why I want them to qualify is they are a slightly weaker team, and that's why we all want them to qualify, just because of the reason they can give you that easy win. So, but looking from now positive, I think KKR and Mumbai have a better solidified chance to qualify. I think it's game over for PBKS in this season. I think they need to take some bold decisions at the auction table, and they could have the last laugh today, but it's a bit too far for them.
Very spot on points mentioned there by Yatharth. I completely agree with the thing where you mentioned that Gale should have been played up the order. He's not the kind of batsman who is going to anchor the innings for you. And Mayank Agarwal can be someone who can anchor the innings as well as hit the long or lofted shots at the end of the inning. So I completely agree with you. So this completes the analysis of CSK versus PBKS. We'll see how the PBKS goes, because their fate has not been in their hands. So we'll have to wait and watch for the other matches to analyze whether or not PBKS qualifies for the playoffs or not. So we'll move to our second round, where we'll analyze the Rajasthan Royals versus the KKR match. It's a very interesting match, an important match from the point of view of Kolkata Knight Riders, because if they win, they are through, and if they don't, that creates some realistic chance for the other teams like MI, PBKS, and even Rajasthan Royals in some cases. if they want to make it to the playoffs. So I'll present some matchups and I'll ask questions related to that. So, firstly, I'll go to Meer. Meer, Sanju Samson is only 17 runs short of scoring a 500 runs in a single season of Vivo IPL. So, what do you think? Is Sanju Samson will be able to do this tonight?
Yeah, Jaideep, as we know that the Sanju Samson has contributed for the Royals from I think 2013. He's a key player for the Royals, and I think it's the first time that he has been in that range of 500 runs. So yes, I think that he will complete that 500 mark around today, and it's a very proud feeling for all the fans out there. Because he is terrible. He's a fantastic player who can open the winning as well. So yes, I think he will complete that 500 mark when, tonight.
So, Romit, Nikhil Agrawal has the question for you. 150 plus would be a good score. What do you think?
Definitely, like we have seen low scoring thrillers in Sharjah. Sharjah hasn't been the wicket it was in last year in UAE. Last year IPL, my bad. So yeah, definitely 150 would be a very good score because we have seen one team struggling at 130s and 140s because if we compare the Mumbai versus Delhi match also, like Delhi also lost 7 wickets and struggled to chase the target. So definitely in this wicket 150 would be a very big score and KKR could defend it easily, but anything around 135 up or 140 will be a safe score for KKR, considering the bowling they have. So yes, definitely, 150 is a very good score for defending.
Here's another matchup. Former Kolkata Knight Riders skipper Dinesh Karthik has the most number of runs for his side against Rajasthan Royals. And as Meer very rightly mentioned, for RR, the Rajasthan Royals skipper Sanju Samson leads the chart with 247 runs in his tally. So I'll go to Anak. Anak, how important it becomes for the Rajasthan Royals bowlers to take wicket of Dinesh Karthik as soon as possible.
Dinesh Karthik, I think, has been very underrated this season. First of all, he's been coming out late and hitting those shots that we need him to hit, and giving us those totals that gives us a better chance to win. And him and Russell are very important because they can make an immediate impact. So Dinesh Karthik has slightly been underrated this year, and I hope they promote him this time around because he can make a huge impact if he plays long innings. So it's very important for RR to get his wicket because he's one of the key players to look out for. And other than that, I think even Morgan needs to fire because you are leaving a lot on Dinesh Karthik's shoulder. Morgan has not fired at all, and because of that, Dinesh Karthik has to take a lot of load on himself, even with Russell. So I hope Russell first of all plays tonight because the injuries that was there looked serious, and I hope he got well, and it's a very important match for him to play. So other than that, I think Russell is very important. Karthik is very important. At the top of the order, Iyer will be important, his wicket, and Gill also, and Rahul Tripathi. So basically, we have a very solid batting lineup. I don't know how RR can easily get those wickets because their bowlers have been expensive, and our KKR batsmen have been class. They have been class. And if you notice the two losses that we have, both of them were winnable matches. One of the losses was because of a drop catch, and the other was a very winnable match. It went to a last over, and we could win. We could have won that, but we didn't win that. So I think there was a chance for KKR to be 5-0. That means 5 wins and 0 losses in this UAE leg. But unfortunately, 2 matches they couldn't close. So I think they have been one of the better teams this season in the second half of the season. So who knows? They might go all the way and win everything. They might be a dark horse. After all, they're Night Riders for a reason. Who knows? They might win it all.
Okay, so I'll go to Yatharth for the next matchup. In the bowling department, Sunil Narayan has led from the front and has dismissed 10 RR batsmen. So I'll read the next lines afterwards, but first I want to ask Yatharth what's his views on this statement.
I'll say directly, this matchup is going to decide the outcome of the game. The spinners of KKR in particular have taken an upper hand most of the occasions. So if the spinners, in particularly Sunil Narayan or Varun Chakravarti, or we might not be surprised if someone like Nitish Rana comes in and bowls, the first few overs. So I really think that this matchup is going to decide out of the outcome of the game, because today a big blow for Rajasthan Royals early. Evan Lewis is not going to play, so the matchup between Sunil Narayan and someone like Liam Livingston, that's going to play a key role with someone like a Yashasvi Jaiswal, which plays a left-hander. That's going to be really interesting. So, to talk about KKR perspective, I think they are going to rely upon someone like a Sunil Narayan, because they need to have a consideration in mind. If the score reaches to a score of 140 and 145 plus, then it's going to be really tough. So Andrew Russell is not playing yet again, so they would be missing some firepowers. But if they restrict Rajasthan Royals under, so they are batting first. If they desperately need on to score, score of 155 or above, and then it's going to be not a cakewalk, but it would be slightly easy with the kind of bowling attack that they have, because KKR heavily depends upon their bowling performance.
Okay, great. So, Mir, for RR, Chris Morris has dismissed 8 KKR batsmen. Although I don't think Chris Morris would have been selected in the playing 11 of the Rajasthan Royals. But what do you think on this?
Yes, Jaydeep, the Morris has done incredibly well when we met KKR last time in Wankhede Stadium. So yeah, we have nothing to lose from here. So yes, it's the right choice to have an Morris in the team, and let hope that he will bring some wonders for us in the last match.
Okay, so Romit just confirmed that Chris Morris is in the playing 11, and let's hope he'll do some good for the Rajasthan Royals. So I'll present the next matchup. I'll go to Romit next. Lewis and Jaiswal have been the fastest scoring opening pair in this edition, and they have Copes KKR. Early influx of spin in power play could shape the context. So, do you think maybe Lewis is not playing due to some injury? But what do you think Liam Livingston and Yashasvi Jaiswal can do the same thing what Evan Lewis and Yashasvi Jaiswal were doing since last few games for us?
I think definitely not, because we have seen Livingstone not actually performing as an opener. He's a middle order batsman, and he's only great when it comes to the middle order. And he has also performed in 1 or 2 matches in Rajasthan, also playing at the middle order. We saw him opening in one match, and he didn't. I guess he failed. He scored something to around 2 or 3 runs. So definitely, I don't think Livingstone will match up to the contest. Spinners will have a greater edge on him, but definitely Yashasvi is a great talent. We saw how he played against CSK, just 50 of 19 balls. So Yashasvi is a talent to look out for, and he maybe will be the one who will shape up the contest with the KKR spinners. And if RR has to do something miracle today, or when it has to be Yashasvi Jaiswal to play an important knock, because we have seen how his shots are really great and magnificent, and he's also fearless. So that confidence will definitely shape up the contest against KKR spinners. So I'm looking for Yashasvi.
Very correct points mentioned there by Romit, because Yashasvi Jaiswal has been the only one in the top order, I would say, in terms of opening batting, who has been performing for us after Joss Butler departed. So I absolutely agree with Romit there. So here I prop or conclude my part of presenting the stats and presenting the analysis. I will hand over to my co-host Romit for doing some playing 11 analysis.
Thank you, Jaydeep. So the news from the center is that Rajasthan Royals has won the toss and chose to field. So definitely the toss has gone in favor for Rajasthan. We have seen the field chasing team actually winning games in Sharjah. So if you consider the odds now, Rajasthan has better odds for winning this match, but never rule out KKR. They also have a good batting lineup and bowling. And now coming to the playing 11, I'll come to Kolkata Knight Riders first. Venkatesh Iyer and Shubman Gill, these two openers have been brilliant so far. Venkatesh Iyer has performed really well. He has scored 250s also. And Shubman Gill playing such a great knock in the last match when everyone was getting out. So these two openers will be definitely something to cause a concern for Rajasthan Royals bowlers. Then we have Rahul Tripathi, who can also be called as the consistent Tripathi. He has been consistently scoring runs for Kolkata Knight Riders. Then we have Nitish Rana to come at 4. We have seen him not doing that great at number 4, because he used to open in the first phase. So something good to come out from Rana yet. Is the captain. He has been poor really with the bat. He has got a very poor run in the second phase. He's not getting runs. So definitely he will be looking to get some runs today and place his team in a good position so that they can win the match. Dinesh Karthik, as Anek was also mentioning, he has been very underrated this season. He is coming at a lower the order, and he's also providing those runs, which helping the team to reach a good total. Then we have Shakib Al Hassan. We saw how crucial he was in the last game. He was a very important spinner for KKR, and he just gave 20 runs. So Shakib Al Hassan in this slow pitch at Sharjah will be definitely lethal for Rajasthan batsmen. Then we have Sunil Narayan. We have seen after changing his action, he has been so good in the second phase. He's not picking that many wickets, but he has been very economical. Then we have Lockie Ferguson, who's probably replacing Saudi today. Lockie Ferguson has also been very good with the ball. He's bowling, hitting the deck hard. He's bowling at a very good pace. So definitely he'll be taking the wickets for Rajasthan. Rajasthan batsmen have to look out for him. Then we have Shivam Mavi, who has just played 2 matches, but he has been brilliant and decent. He can swing the ball in the first few overs and can actually take those wickets. We saw against Hyderabad, he took 2 wickets and also got Riddhiman Saha's wicket that match, if I'm not wrong. Then we are, seen Jason Roy's wicket. And then we have Varun Chakravarti, who has been consistently doing very well for KKR. He has been bowling in the power play and he's not going for too many runs. He's also picking some crucial wickets. So KKR playing 11 looks very good. Now coming to Rajasthan Royals playing 11, the team didn't have a good tour against Mumbai in the last match, but still they have the confidence with themselves. Even Lewis is not playing, so Livingstone comes back. Livingstone and Yashasvi to open. I not really expecting something great from Livingstone, but still he can prove me wrong today and actually play a great knock. Then Sanju Samson, he has been really consistent this season, and as also Jadip you mentioned, he's just 17 runs away from 500 mark. So that will be a great feat for him to achieve because he has been struggling with form in the IPL, and but still this season he has been great. Then we have the Shivam Dube, the great Shivam Dube. What a knock he had played against Chennai, but still he didn't pick up against Mumbai. He failed, but still that knock will definitely give him some confidence to win today's match. Glenn Phillips has not been good with the bat, but still how he was very good at the field against Mumbai. But really expecting him to score today because he has got the maximum sixes in T20, considering all the T20s over the world. And then we have Anuj Rawat, who is known for his hard hitting. Has come to the side. He didn't get much of batting when he played in the first phase, 1 or 2 matches, but today we're really looking forward to see him. Then Rahul Tewatia, not actually a leg spinner, you can call him a wrist spinner, bowls the googlies mostly, and he can also be very important as a batsman in the lower order. Chris Morris comes back. He has not had a great tour, but still his experience counts very important in such crucial matches where you have to win the matches. Chetan Sakaria has been a great talent. He's also in the list of the one of the emerging players. So definitely looking forward to Sakaria, who can actually bowl his cutters and get batsmen out. Then Unathkat, also known as Lord Unathkat, since Paji is not there, but really he'll be crucial with his slower ones and slower cutters in this Sharjah slow pitch. And Mustafizur, what to talk about him? He has been so good in this IPL. He has been taking wickets and he has been the lone warrior with Sanju Samson, obviously, for Rajasthan. So definitely these, if we look at the lineups, obviously KKR's lineup is looking a bit better than Rajasthan Royals, but you never know. Rajasthan Royals is a bunch of youngsters, so definitely it will be a great contest. So after ending this analysis, I would come to a rapid fire round. I'll be asking everyone a round of questions about today's match. So coming to Yatharth today, obviously you want, as you mentioned earlier, Kolkata to win the match. So any one player to watch out from Kolkata, do you think Morgan will be the player from KKR to perform today? Or maybe if not him, then any other player to watch out?
Since it's quick fire, so I'll back my money on KKR, and the star player which I'm expecting is Shubman Gill, because so we have got we have got someone who is going to support Rajasthan Royals desperately. So Romit,
I just I just heard
yes,
Robert call my name, and so I said I better come on. And I'm driving, so come on, Lord, do not cut. We can do it, man.
and he is playing today.
He's
Yeah.
playing, yeah. I've just heard
He's
it
playing
from
good.
Robert. Yeah, obviously I don't mind today because obviously if KKR win, Mumbai are out. I'm more disappointed with Chennai because Chennai losing has opened the door for RCB. That's disappointed me more than what
Paji,
happened
I
today.
Yes.
agree.
But
Yatharth,
yeah,
coming to
hopefully.
your question, yeah.
Yeah.
Yatharth.
Yeah, so KKR, I believe Shubman Gill, whenever he comes out to bat, he receives a bloomer of a ball, or you find that fielder has taken a spectacular catch. So on occasion, Shubman Gill has thrown the wicket, as well as he has received some mind blowing balls as well. So I back my money on Shubman Gill, and I think it's going to be KKR's game, because they are on a roll, and the momentum which they have, I think it's going to be a bit. I'd say they have an edge over Rajasthan.
Definitely. Now coming to Santi Paji obviously will be supporting Rajasthan. So which player to watch out for today who can actually scare the KKR management?
Well, hopefully it's Liam Livingston, but I definitely won't be opening with him. So if he opens, then I think that's a mistake from the management again. And obviously, Lord Nadkat is going to take 5 wickets today. I haven't done any puja for him because you was going to do the puja for Ambani. So I'm definitely not going to be doing that. And let's see what happens. If hopefully Lord Nadkat can turn up, and it could be his last game for Royals, because for him to get another massive contract like that, he might not get that from any other team other than ourselves.
Definitely. Now coming to Mihir, like the batsman you want to look forward today from Rajasthan Royals.
I think Yashasvi Jaiswal will be the top scorer for the Royals today, because the way he's playing in the power play is a good sign for us. So yeah, I think that he will. I think he will score about 50 run today. 50.
Definitely. Now coming to Anek, which bowler are you looking forward from KKR who can actually take the wickets from Rajasthan and restrict them to a low total, defend the total? Sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's Lockie Ferguson, isn't it? I mean, he has been absolutely brilliant in the death, and he bowls 140 plus. So I think he's going to have pace bounce. He's going to trouble every batsman in the opposition. Let's hope he gets the job done today.
And Jaydeep, coming to you, which player who can do you feel Morris having all-round capabilities, performing with both the bat and the ball today?
Yes, I think Morris is wounded lion in today's game. He was looking for his chance, and he finally got one. So he can get the job done for Rajasthan. He can get the job done for Rajasthan Royals. Also, for batsman, I think Yashasvi Jaiswal, and Yashasvi Jaiswal has been in decent form. So if he continues his form, that would be really great for Rajasthan Royals. And also Liam Livingston, as Chris Morris is. Liam Livingston is also a wounded lion. He was looking for his turn. He was waiting for his turn. He finally got his chance. So let's see what Liam Livingston does for us.
Definitely. And the last set of questions now, Yathat, predicted score of KKR in 20 overs and your man of the match today. You're on mute, Yathat.
So my predicted score, it's going to be around a 153, and the man of the match, it's going to be it's a dicey one, but I'm going to Rahul Tripathi.
Okay, Sandy Paji, to you, predicted man of the match and predicted score for KKR.
Man of the match, obviously, Lord Nadkat. I have to back my man and my guru. So I will back Lord Nadkat, and I will say power play score 40 for 2.
Thank you, Paji. Now coming to Mihir, your predicted man of the match and KKR's predicted score.
I think KKR will score around 145 or 150, and the man of the match will be Jaiswal for sure.
And now to Anek, the same question for you too.
Yeah, KKR is going to score around 160, and I'm going to go with a very risky pick. I'm going to pick Morgan. I think he's going to be the man of the match. I believe in the law of averages. He's been very poor in the last few matches. So who knows? People forget how great a batsman he really was at his prime. So today, I think it's going to be a great platform for him to show that how great he is.
And Jaydeep, to you.
To be fair, KKR might score maybe around 130, 140 runs, but actually, from my heart, I want them to score around 80, 90 runs so that we can chase it down as soon as possible and we can stay in this tournament.
Okay, thanks all the viewers for watching us. Now we have come to an end. We would also invite some fan engagement from your side. So if you're passionate about cricket and you want to be a cricket expert, then please share your story with us and we'll feature you in all our social handles. And you could also get a chance to be in our expert panel. You could be the next one, maybe for tomorrow's game as well. So till tomorrow, we'll see you again tomorrow. And till then, stay safe,
Hala
take
ball.
care,
Hala
get
ball, hala ball,
vaccinated,
hala ball, hala
and
ball.
enjoy the match today.
Hala,
Thank you, guys.
hala ball.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Cheers,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Sorry I
you.
was late. I was just busy. I was too busy, and I got home, so I'm